Hey everyone, artists, viewers, subscribers. I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about the channel and talk to you a little bit about what's going on and a little bit about myself. So this is not really something that I usually talk about in my life, but I've been feeling kind of frustrated and a little guilty because I don't always live up to my own standards of consistency whenever it comes to YouTube. Running an art channel, art-based channel, the amount of production, some people can, art all day and night and produce these wonderful, beautiful tutorials and reviews and everything else. I like to produce a piece of work every time that I do a review on a product, which is ideal. But I've also realized that ideals are just what they are. And it's okay to not always live up to that. And what I mean is, sometimes I'll go for a while where I'm pretty consistent and then I may fall off and not make a few videos for a while. And the reason why is because I have fibromyalgia and I have arthritis and some nerve issues. So sitting for long periods of time doing artwork is sometimes very challenging for me, and on top of sometimes you're not inspired. So I've been living with that for about 10 years, and I've noticed that basically I wanted to let you know that I'm going to try and be as consistent as I possibly can be on the channel, but if I drop off for a couple of weeks or something like that, it's usually because I'm having health problems. Because in between having those flare-ups, I have doctor's appointments, and I try to keep myself healthy with what I eat, and that has a lot to do with flare-ups. So to just explain a little bit, I have a normal range that I kind of deal with as far as pain is concerned in my body. But then there are times like yesterday where I was so flared up on my left side, which is my dominant side and the one that I draw and paint with, that I was really, it was on a scale of 1 to 10, it was an 8, and that's pretty bad for me. I'm usually in more of a 6 range, 8.5, 9. I was kind of like laying on the couch watching Stranger Things kind of situation. I really wasn't productive, and that bothers me. Even after 10 years, I've had to come and try and be at peace with it, but I'm not entirely all the way at peace with it. I would like to think that I am. But the reality is that there's still that part of me that doesn't want to accept that fibromyalgia is a part of me. And honestly, I don't think that it's really a correct diagnosis. Maybe myalgia, but I don't really know because I'm not a doctor, I'm not the expert, but I do know that that is a very broad term for chronic pain. So I don't want you to think that I'm not loyal to you if I go a couple of weeks without producing anything, or maybe a month. I would like to be one of those channels that could, produce content 3 or 4 times a week. Right now, it's not possible right now, but I would like to build up to that. That's my neighbor. Anyways, he's getting ready to leave. So I was thinking about solutions, and I don't want this to be a poor me kind of situation. I just want to make you aware that that is what's going on with me. And for those of you who have these issues with chronic pain, you'll understand how it goes. So when you have those really bad flare-up days, it is what it is. And so, I try to do my best to keep things fresh on the channel. I don't want it to just be reviews and tutorials. And I was thinking, how cool would it be to introduce sort of some eye candy and relaxation. I would love to do some close-ups of watercolors, just more of a visual scenario, be something kind of calming. I also want to introduce you guys to some of the awesome content that I have as far as books and some of the things that I find fascinating. Like this particular book was published in probably, I would say, the 20s maybe. Anyways, this is a book on hand lettering, and this entire book, of course, you know, it was reproduced, but all of these particular fonts were all hand lettered, and I thought, how cool would it be to have a close-up and for you to be able to appreciate along with me some of the things that are in this book, box corners, page rules, things like that, but have it be a close-up and just kind of, you know, flip the pages and talk over it. Let me know in the comments below if you think things like that would be kind of cool, like if I was playing with ink and have some like close-ups of me playing with the ink and just the brushes and, you know, things like that. I think they would be fun. And to kind of be able to, you know, produce that kind of content along with the tutorials, with the reviews, with the vlogs, with all the fun stuff and all the, you know, I don't want it to be just one particular niche either. I mean, there's the kind of art term there, but I think I would like to, you know, kind of blend the edges a little bit more. No pun intended, or possibly a pun intended there. So let me know what you think in the comments below. So we got a low battery. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for understanding.